Hello and welcome to day 104 of me trying to teach myself how to draw. As always, I started off with 10 1-minute gesture drawing warm-ups, then I got into my Bridgman studies, slowly making my way through all 60 pages on the hands. Today was basics of the thumb, so that was really interesting. And then for my main drawing slash studies today, I continued on with Kasem's character boot camp. Today was day 13. It was more on arms. Today was mostly about the gesture of the arms and simplifying the forms so that you can do arms in more difficult poses. So I had 3 drawings today. This first one, as you can see, is the arms raised up all the way. The pecs and everything are connected to your arms, so they raise up in a way that I haven't drawn much before, so it was a really good practice. I found that muscles, when they're interweaving and you draw them all out, they kind of look like dragon scales or a bunch of elongated footballs smashed together. So I thought that was interesting. But so I went ahead and I got this one done. The torso itself was really tricky for me to get down. And the arms, I feel like I did an okay job. I can't tell if they're a little bit long. I think the biceps are a little bit long for what they should be. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Today's poses were a bit more difficult, just because that's kind of the poses people tend to be in when their arms are in weirder or less common poses as well. So it really pushed my ability to make a figure look fluid and get proportions right. And I did pretty okay. Not perfect. There are definitely things that I can tell you, like, for instance, I feel like her shoulder blades are definitely too wide, and her one shoulder where her arm is leaning out is too long. Honestly, it might not even be too long. It's just the fact that I cut her head off, and so her face is not in there blocking things out properly, or maybe I made the neck too small. I'm not sure. But I do struggle with making my figures look fluid and not stiff. So this was definitely a challenge today. And then the third image, you can see her hands are in perspective by a lot. I've done a fair number of side views in the past few days with this boot camp, but today Kasem recommended doing a more gestural drawing for this specific pose because of how the foreshortening works. And I think I did a pretty okay job. I do feel like some of the proportions are off, and so is the angle of the camera. I feel like I got the angle of the camera for the arms right, but not the torso right. So I think things are a little bit off there, but if you just look at the arms, I think they look pretty good overall. In total, there are things about each drawing that I could point to and nitpick at. They do feel a bit stiff to me, and proportions are off here and there in each drawing. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how things turned out, and I will see you all next time.